Hey guys, welcome to Shay's Tube. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight to this late night owls talk time with Shay Shay. You guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. All right, and thank you guys so much. Let's go ahead and go over the Copyright Disclaimer Act. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and part of it is scrolling across that navy banner right there. All right. I hope you guys had a very good Thursday and a happy and blessed Friday. It is the weekend, y'all. And y'all know it's fuckery Friday later on tonight. Okay? All right. Let me schedule this. All right. Anyway, tonight, guys, we're going to be talking about the downfall of Shannon Sharpe. Wait till y'all hear what he said about this girl, this other girl, another OnlyFans model. We're going to talk about Jordan Hill, a little 10-year-old boy who was basically hit while on his ATV, and he was unalive. And get this, the person who hit him kept going. So I'm going to talk about him briefly and give you updates about him as well. And I may give you some more updates on Casey and Allison trial. If not tonight, then I will do that tomorrow. Okay. And any other breaking news that I do have, like anything concerning Diddy, I don't really think he has any updates. I do have a little update on Little Dirk and just some other updates if I get a chance to do all of those. Okay. So go get your relaxing chair or bed, and check me out. If you are at work, continue to do your job. Don't get caught, but make sure you're checking me out. All right, guys. All right. And if you want to show additional support to this channel, you can do a super sticker, super chat, or a membership for $4.99, or you can do a cash app to $Shades2. Thank you guys so much, and let's get started with this live. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches this in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. What's up, Jermaine? Thank you so much for being here. And this is what Jermaine said over there. What the hell is going on with my phone? And then this right here. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing first, guys, let's go ahead and go over Shannon Sharpe. Okay, I mean, it's a trip, and he has stepped down from some positions. It's just been a lot, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I said it's the downfall. Let me go ahead and change this banner right here too. And do this. Hold on, you guys. Let me get this on here because I got to be able to see myself. Hold on, let me make sure I can see myself. Okay, let me do this. Okay. So, let me go ahead and change the banner. We're going to start off with Shannon Sharpe tonight, okay? Which is a hot ass, juicy mess. It truly is. Yeah, we already got him up here, okay? So we're going to start off with him. Let me turn my music back on in the background. I always forget it. I don't think you guys can hear it, but I can hear it. And once the video is done, you can hear it. Okay? Let's actually turn it to a slower one. Start it to this. Okay? So anyway, let's go ahead and start with Shannon Sharpe. Breaking news all over my phone. Every time an article come up, it's on him. So damn. Let me first break this news to you guys. So Shannon Sharpe was also accused of choking a female production assistant at Fox Sports prior to the $50 million great lawsuit. You know what? It seems like when one person starts speaking out, everybody else get the courage to come out and speak. So it won't be surprising to me if we get other people come out. It won't be. So anyway, they said Shannon Sharpe allegedly choked a female production assistant at Fox Sports 1 year before he was accused of rape in a bombshell $50 million lawsuit. The NFL legend was accused of physically assaulting the employee in the workplace during his time co-hosting the Undisputed talk show between 2016 and 2023. And this is according to two insiders who made this claim to Front Office Sports on Thursday. Now, according to one source, Sharpe and Fox allegedly settled with the accuser for several $100,000. No lawsuit was filed regarding the alleged incident. Anyway, a representative for the ESPN personality denied the allegations in a statement to the outlet. He said Shannon Sharpe they said there was no incident of choking involving Shannon on the FS1 set. And that's according to a spokesperson. On one occasion, he and a few colleagues were involved in some light physical interaction in a playful context. Fox Sports later chose to resolve the matter privately. So what is this light physical interaction? Is that like a playful choking situation going on there? Let's see. So the guy here that Shannon Sharpe was also accused of raping a second woman, threatening to ruin her in a separate lawsuit. Okay. It's a lot of stuff coming out, you guys, a lot. So let's see. So they said that the allegations came to light after Sharpe was accused of rape and battery in a lawsuit filed in Nevada on Sunday. Per the documents obtained by Page 6, a woman only identified as Jane Doe, I think that's Gabby, right, accused the sports broadcaster of actually assaulting her multiple times between late 2024 and early 2025. I think in January, right? I think that's what we read. Doe, who was allegedly in her early 20s, claimed she was involved in a rocky, years-long relationship with Sharpe after they met at a Los Angeles gym in 2023. He demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting her to be at his house on his schedule, at his command, whenever he called. And that's according to Tony Busby, who is the plaintiff's attorney. Doe claimed she attempted to break things off with Sharpe after he was allegedly heard having sex on Instagram Live in September 2024. At the time, he claimed that his account had been hacked. She claimed the TV personality raped her in retaliation that October. Oh, yeah. Let's see. She claimed the second incident happened in January when he allegedly came over to her house under the guise of giving her a Christmas gift. Now, a rep for Sharpe denied all the allegations in a statement to Page 6, saying he will not submit to what he sees as an attempt to be blackmailed. And then he went on Instagram on Tuesday, and he said, the woman and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they are getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about, and I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys, and thanks. Okay, so earlier today, guys, yesterday, Sharpe announced he would be temporarily stepping away from ESPN to battle the lawsuit. And I just saw, I don't know if this is true, I just saw somebody have a YouTube video up saying that he was fired from Club Shay Shay. So I don't know if that's true. This is allegedly, I don't know for sure if that part is true. But he did step away from ESPN to battle the lawsuit and possibly maybe some other charges if this girl tries to go file any type of criminal charges. I know. You so yeah, I know. That's just another way to say it. So anyway, let's see here. Let me let y'all see this this audio real quick, okay? Hold on, let me let y'all see this. So let's watch this. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. Wait, let me.
She's 20.
Hold on.
Darnell.
She's so young that she could pop out.
20. She's 20. Darnell. 20. Why you didn't date her mom? Why you go for the Darnell?
I didn't date her mom because why didn't I date her mom?
What? You like them young, though. Don't do that. I don't like them young.
She's so young that she could pop out.
20. She's 20. Darnell. 20. Why you didn't date her mom? Why you go for the Darnell?
I didn't date her mom because why didn't I date her mom?
What? You like them young, though. Don't do that. I don't like them young.
She's so young that she could pop out.
Hold on. So he's sitting up here. Hold on. He's sitting up here acting like this other guy, I guess, talking about he dating a chick that's super young, and then Shannon tried to act like it's not okay, but yet secretly he was having a relationship with a 19-year-old. These girls could be their kids, all right, which is crazy. And you know they're going to go ahead and be for it because, you know, money is being offered. You know what I'm saying? You giving a woman $25,000 for each cheat. I mean, it's going to be hard to turn that down. You know what I'm saying? $50,000 just to have X. And, you know, so she's going to take that, you know? So, I mean, it's just plain ridiculous. All I know is that these girls can be their daughters, okay? Point blank. It's just not a good look. I mean, you know, if you're 50-some years old and you want someone younger, you would think that you would go to someone that maybe is about 30. You know, I mean, that's still young. You know, it's not 20, but it's still 30. They're not old, you know? Why do you have to go to someone that's 19, 18, 20, 21? Somebody who can basically be your daughter or they are the same age as your daughter. That's crazy. It's sick. He's chastising this other dude And then he's up here sleeping with a 19-year-old, saying the most, threatening to choke her in public, asking just weird shit, man. Clearly somebody getting their butt cheeks tasted, okay, tongued, or whatever you want to call it. That's just plainly ridiculous. And I'm not talking about the female, because she's the one who said that she would do that to him. It's plainly ridiculous. I read those text messages to you guys. I read 2 sets, the ones that were edited out, and then I read the original ones that wasn't let me see this. I gotta tell y'all about this one that wasn't edited. Okay, that is a hot ass mess. So let's see what else we got for Mr. Shannon here. So let's see here. This is the same thing right here. So now I want to put that video that you gave me, Jermaine. Let me see if I can get that off of what's that, so we can see what he was saying in this video clip. Let's see if this is it right. So this is a clip of Shannon Sharpe, okay, when he bragged about X with the OnlyFans model. Hold on for a minute. Let me go over here and see if I can type this into TikTok and get the actual video off of here. Let's see, because we need to hear this. We need to hear him talk. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get that right quick, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, like he never. Let's see. Oh my God, these people. I told y'all what's name be tripping out on here. This damn TikTok is a trip. Okay. Let's see if we can do it a different way. Let's see if we can do it this way. Hold on. Oh my God, these people are so crazy on TikTok. How much OnlyFans model like that? Let's see. Let me just say Shannon Sharpe bragging. Let's see. Let's see if we can pull it up like this. Let's see. I don't know which one. This may be it right here. Let's see if this one is it. Okay, let's check this one out.
You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah. How I do it. How I do
Hey,
it.
Sky, I mean, who is that? Who is that? Help me out.
You know what I'm saying? She little something. She might be famous for vertical activity that she good at.
Oh, she a hooper?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who she play for? Who she play for? She
got her own little thing,
Huh?
You said, man, y'all.
Sound like an old fool.
Man, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all be on that bull jive, man.
Hold on, who she play for? Who she play for?
Back in the day, she could have been on my team.
She played for on her back.
You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah. How I do it. How I do
Hey,
it.
Sky, I mean, who is that? Help me out.
You know what I'm saying? She little something. She might be famous for vertical activity that she good at.
Oh, she a hooper?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who she play for? Who she play for?
She got her own little thing,
Huh?
You said, man, y'all. Man, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all be on that bull jive, man.
Hold on, who she play for? Who she play for?
Back in the day, she could have been on my team.
She played for on her back.
That's the damn
You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah.
So let's read a couple of these comments. Somebody said he's too old for this, and I definitely agree with that. He's definitely too damn old to be talking like this. Sound like an old geezer. Oh my God, just sound tripped out. Let's see what else. Somebody said they're going to get all this dummy's money. Another commenter said Shannon is weird. May his bank account hit zero, -000. Somebody said he look offset. He don't look like no damn Offset at all. But anyway, what do you guys think about that video? Like that we just saw that clip. This old ass 50-some-year-old man sitting up here talking about this young ass 20-something-year-old, early 20-something-year-old girl and doing the most. Damn, just plainly ridiculous. You know, you would think when guys get older, they would have, some sense. They would be more mature. They would have respect. I mean, and get this. Again, this girl could be his daughter. Okay, and I don't know if he has kids or not, but would he want a man to be, acting like this with his daughter? Or talking like this about his daughter? Doesn't even make any sense. So let's see what else we got here. Let's see. So I think this is the clip. I don't know if this is the same clip right here. Let's see. Let's see if this is the same clip right here. I don't know if this is the same one. They took it down over here. Let me look and see if that's this girl. Can't really tell. I think it is though. Yeah, that's her. And he was bragging about having X with her. Now she isn't the same girl that did she isn't the same girl who did the great lawsuit. This is an entirely different girl right here, okay? Now I don't know if I can show this picture to you guys. Let's see. But he was up here talking about this girl right here, Sky Bree. He was like, she got her own little thing, And then he started laughing, as you just saw, interrupting himself with his own laughter. And then Arenas, I guess, chimed in and says, she plays on her back. So anyway, they did try to reach Bree, but they were unsuccessful. Somebody said Unc is too old to be this freaky. Okay, that's what somebody said on X. And think about it, people do still be freaky when they get old, but you don't need to be showing this out in the public, okay? And you should not be making these comments about a girl that could be your daughter. You know what I'm saying? You're too damn old. This man is every bit of 50-some years old. And in this clip right here, I don't know how old he was, but he still was too damn old to be up here doing this right here. Okay, it's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. No, I'm going to get that too next. Hey, Low-Keys, how you doing? So let's see what else we got here. Yeah, I'm going to look at, we're going to look at hers in a minute. Wait a minute, hold on. Let's see what's going on right here. Okay, this is the same one I just read, but this is ridiculous. Okay, so let's see what else we got right here. Hold on. Let me get the one with Monique so y'all can hear what Monique said to this dude. These people are nasty and disgusting, you guys. Okay, this dude is talking about, this is nasty. I mean, I don't even want to play this so nasty. He's too damn old, I know that. That's crazy, man. And you can, honestly, with some of these clips, you can basically tell, what he likes. I mean, he was telling you guys, see, I never was his fan. I'm honestly, so I never paid attention to him. All right. But with him talking in all of these interviews and things like that, you can pretty much tell what he's into. The other dude, I don't even know who he is. He even said that he likes younger. Okay. Now, I don't know what this is right here. Let's see what they're talking about right here. What is
the emotional stress cited in the suit are allegations that Sharpe recorded intimate acts without her consent and even shared them with others, which is a serious breach of privacy and legality if proven true. She said that she had discovered that Sharpe had been secretly recording their encounters without her consent, and when she confronted him, he summarily dismissed her concerns, claiming that the videos were for his own personal use. That too was apparently a lie because on multiple occasions, he shared the recording with his friends and associates. At one point, he allegedly even forced plaintiff to hook up with him while FaceTiming one of his childhood friends named Bucket. Well, the two nevertheless continued the relationship, even following a move by both to Nevada during the summer of 2024. But Jane Doe states in her suit that she attempted to break things off after his infamous Instagram live streaming incident, which allegedly led Sharpe to SA her. Y'all remember when he went live during the intimate session? Then his page posted a story shortly after claiming his account was hacked. But then Sharpe himself later said that there was no hack, claiming he just threw his phone on his bed before getting busy with an unidentified woman, and as luck would have it, all the right buttons were pressed to go live. The plaintiff said that after the Instagram live incident, she felt humiliated because she had thought they were in an exclusive relationship. Apparently, she attempted to pull away from Sharpe and stopped answering his phone calls. Then she says he confronted her at the gym and threatened her. She said the emotional stress cited in the suit are allegations that Sharpe recorded intimate.
So this is new. I didn't even know about that part of it, where she claims that he also recorded her. You know what I'm saying? Without her consent. You know, honestly, I don't know what's up with these dudes that you know, do all this recording and you did not give them permission to do it, or dudes who you record stuff with, you know, voluntarily, or you give them pictures, and then once they get mad at you, they start showing these things around. I don't understand that. Something is wrong with these type of people. And then if you are like 40 something, 40 years and older, your ass is too old to be doing this. I don't even know 30-some-year-olds that do this. I mean, it's plainly weird, man. It's crazy. Now let's go and find Oprah's video where she was talking to him about dating younger women. Okay, let's see. Damn, if you want younger, just you know, go 10 years above, you know, before your age. That's young right there. Let's see. Now, was that Oprah telling him about that? No, that was Monique. I mean, he may not want a woman his age, but if you want younger, just, you know, talk to someone like 10 years younger, maybe even 15. Because if he's 56, 46, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yeah, he can even go to that age. That's young. You know what I'm saying? That's young. So let's see this right here.
This dating thing, because it's Mo is different now. Than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
Are you trying to say that? What you trying to say?
I'm looking right at you.
I know you looking at your
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at you. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me
tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl. This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old. You're trying to hang out with these young bitches and you can't do it, Shannon. You just can't do it. Damn. When they want you to go for the 4th round, you looking at her like, bitch, listen, you want some money to go to Starbucks? Because I can't go no further. But if you get your older girl, when you get to that 4th round, she's going to say, hold on. Let me go get you some eggs and cheese and some toast with apple butter, because that's going to get your energy back up. I'm talking right to you. Shit. So he thought I was going to be scared. Yes, I'm talking. And I know old gal, she'd be good to you. Her name is Elladora. Now, when you know somebody named Elladora, she's old school. Mm-hmm. Now, Miss Elladora told me to tell you. She said, I think he like red velvet.
Oh, I do. I do.
I say, Miss Elladora, if he do like that, she said, you let him know I got something for him.
Yeah, I
And
like
she
Red
don't
Velvet.
have no teeth. Come on, pick your glass up and clank it for me. Come on now. These young gals will bite you.
This date. Because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
The thing about it, let me touch on this a little bit. The thing about it is that there's nothing wrong with him wanting a younger woman. If he may not necessarily want, someone that's his age. However, since he's 55 or 56, younger for him would be like, in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like 40. I mean, because they're 40, 45, 50, 55. That's like 16 years. All right. 30, 20, that's plainly ridiculous. But 40 is still young. All right. So, maybe he doesn't want some old woman, who gets tired after the fourth round, like Monique probably is talking about herself. No, I'm just playing. But I'm just But anyway, he may not want an older woman. He may want somebody, in his opinion, younger and more vibrant and energetic and things like that. And there is nothing wrong with that because everybody got their own preference. But where the problem comes in at is when a old ass dude, 50 some years old, start hooking up with a 19, 18, 20, 21, 22, anything in those 20s, it's just like plainly ridiculous, and the thing about it, like in this situation he's going through right now, even if you did pick a younger girl, say she's 27 or 28, you still need to make sure that you got one that's legit. I mean, you go to online and pick up a model off of OnlyFans. What do you expect? I really don't really feel like he was looking for a real relationship, because look where he went to look for women at. I mean, you can't make certain women into stuff that they're not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be nice tonight. So for me, I can't say he need to get a woman 55 or 56 because he may not want a woman that age or 60 or whatever, but if he does want someone younger, that younger, according to his age, could be like 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Because then she's younger, she's more vibrant, than some people that are older. And, she can understand him a little. She can relate to him better than someone that's in their 20s or even 30s, especially someone that's like 19. What do you have in common with them, for real? I mean, nothing other than XCX. And even then, more than likely, that youngster is probably only having X with you just because you are giving her money, because I don't see no other reason. Because the thing some men don't realize, just like some men don't like older women, well, some women don't like older men. Okay, but they will do the little X thing with them, if you paying them. But that doesn't mean they want you for real, for real. Like if you were broke, they wouldn't be talking to you. So it's just a game. You know what I'm saying? On both sides, it's a game. But like I said, Monique, she cool and all, but I'm just saying some people don't like older women, just like some people don't like older men. But you just can't be, talking to people that's 19 and shit and 20. You'll ask some practically 60. So let's see what else we got from this dude. Let me see what else Jermaine sent me. So what do you guys think about that? That's a trip, huh? Let's see what else Jermaine sent me. Or Shannon. Damn, this time go by so quick, guys, when you're doing these lives. I think that's all you sent me, huh, Jermaine? Yeah. Okay. So let's see what else we got on this man. So I just told you guys, he stepped down from ESPN. I think that's what it's called. And then somebody said something about Club Shay Shay. Let me look that up real quick to see if that's true. Did you hear anything about that, Jermaine? If you are not asleep, let's see. What time is it? Because my phone will go off soon. Let's see. Shannon Sharpe. What do I say? Let's see if this is true. If somebody had this up. Let's see. We got the choking accusation, huh? So I don't see anything. Hold on. And they claim he could be fired by ESPN, okay? Some people are saying that he's fired, but, we'll see. And people were also calling for him to be fired, all right, from ESPN. They were calling for him to be fired as well. So that's why he probably stepped down, and he called it a temporary step away from ESPN duties, but I don't see it. I bet you he probably, if everything is false, he might come back, but I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I think what he needs to do is get up there and probably talk. First, he needs to talk to his people, his attorney, and all of them, and see if he needs to issue a public apology to this girl. I mean, you have to make it, I don't know, you just got to make it look like you regret. He claimed he didn't do anything, though. But, the thing about it is that it does sound like they were role playing. However, when he said that I would choke you outside in public, that was a hot ass mess. And then some other little things he said, I can't remember what they were. And then the point that she put in that text message that he effed her in her butt, even though she told him no. So that right there indicates that it sounds like great if he went on and did it and she told him no. She put that in that text message. You say he lost that $100 million contract too? That's crazy. And his podcast deal is toast. That's that $100 million. That's what I'm saying. Y'all be letting these women, y'all desires, y'all freaky desires and temptations and just your lower nature control stuff. And when you start getting 40 and stuff, that should not be happening. All right. And there's a lot of guys that let this still control their lives. And this is why they end up being in the positions that they be in, losing their wives, kids turn against them, catching diseases, just all types of stuff, never being able to find somebody that truly care for them or love them or anything, because they spend too much time, acting like little young boys in their 20s, and they ass old as hell, it doesn't even make any sense. So people are saying he got fired or pushed out. But actually, this is a whole different article from another year right here. Let's see. Okay, so they talking about he gets fired from ESPN on his day off. So as far as clubs, they say as of right now, it's still there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it's going to stay there, but it is still there for right now. Let's see what else they got for him. Shannon Sharpe. Hold on. And I honestly expect other women to come out, and hopefully they don't. But I'm just, expecting that, because usually when one person files something like that, other people start joining in, okay? Other people. So let's see what she's saying here. This is the same thing that, let's see. I think this may be the same thing. Hold on, let me see. Hold on real quick. Yeah, this is the same thing. And then he threatening stuff, with that choking and stuff and all that. It's just plainly crazy. He's 56. This man will be 57 years old on June 26th. 57 years old. And he doing all this, and he hooking up with some 19-year-old girl. She's not 19 now, but when they hooked up, She was, when they first hooked up, she was 19. And I can't believe she thought they were exclusive. Okay, I mean, so the accuser, the first accuser, as you guys know, her name is Gabriella Zuniga. Okay, and that's the one suing him for $50 million. So let's read something real quick, you guys. Okay, just everything she's suing for. So I think that's it for this updates. Let me see. Let's see what else they got here on TikTok. I don't see anything current other than the stuff that I already just told you guys about that I had already. Let's see. This is a hot ass mess, so I'm not gonna lie. Let's see what some people are saying about this whole entire thing. Let me take Monique's name off of here. So what do y'all think in this comment section? What is the youngest, men in the chat section, I mean, what is the youngest that you would date? I mean, tell the absolute truth. Let's see what, let me take this off of here. What is the youngest that you would date? So let's let her explain this lawsuit right here real quick, okay? And then we're gonna look at this one right here because they claim he offered a grape accuser at least $10 million to settle case. Let's look at this one first.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I didn't have no more of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of I'm getting on there.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. Something you wasn't supposed to be doing.
You will tell it.
So
all of these.
So when Cat Williams was up there saying that people were going to be exposed, did he not think that could possibly happen to him since he was doing the most? Around the same time Cat Williams was on his show doing this interview, and he was up here, giving his commentary regarding all the people and Diddy and things like that, and he's not any better. Hey Jay Jones, what's up? He's no better. I mean, you're up here paying a 19-year-old for extra gratification, and then allegedly you raped her, did possible battery, sexual assault, just a lot of different things. But he's sitting up here with Cat Williams, acting innocent and acting like he's so against Diddy and everybody else Cat was talking about. Please. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this other video real quick. Hold on. That is crazy. Let me see what some of these people say here. Somebody said the universe sent him 2 messages and he refused to listen. One from Monique and then one from this dude here, Cat Williams. And somebody said Shannon was feeling the heat. Now, Shannon was playing off. He was playing it off. He wasn't even looking like he was feeling anything. It looked like he was playing everything off. Somebody said he looked shocked. Truth hurts. Somebody said Cat and Monique are on the phone right now laughing. Probably so. And Cat told him to assess his face. Yeah, I think they're using different, how to do stop stuff, put it together to make it sound like he's talking to him directly. But I seen that interview. Okay, but still, the stuff that Cat Williams was saying, it had to hit home with Shannon. Okay, because he know exactly what he was doing. Damn, he should have listened to Monique, and he should have been listening to the stuff that this dude right here, was telling him. It just doesn't even make any sense. Cat Williams was trying to let him know. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Let's go look at this other one now. Let's let her explain his lawsuit.
Here's everything you need to know about the Shannon Sharpe lawsuit. I mean, you probably don't need to know any of this, but now that you've been added to the group chat, whether you wanted to or not, you might as well catch up and know the facts. Shannon Sharpe, Pro Football Hall of Famer, media personality. I saw as of recently he was supposed to sign an $100 million media deal. Well, he is facing a lawsuit where he is getting accused of rape, assault, shaker, and battery, and engaging in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit was filed anonymously in Nevada by Jane Doe, which means she's doing this all anonymously. I hope you didn't actually think her name was Jane Doe. She said that she was in a rocky but consensual relationship with Shannon Sharpe for 2 years. She says that she met Shannon when she was 19 years old at a gym in Los Angeles in 2023. Keep in mind, Shannon is 56. I digress. They had a consensual relationship for around 2 years, and then he assault shakered her in October of 2024, and then again in January of 2025. This is Tony Busby. He's the one filing this lawsuit. He's a trial lawyer from Houston who has filed over 20 lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs. He filed a lawsuit against Jay-Z, and now Shannon Sharpe. He also was a part of the legal team that won settlements against Deshaun Watson for being accused of SA of over 24 massage therapists. Jane Doe is seeking $50 million in damages. Shannon and his lawyers have denied all of this and called it a shakedown and an attempt to get millions out of him. Jane Doe said that Shannon progressively got more violent with her. He was recording their meetings, without her consent. The lawsuit also says that he would threaten to off her if she denied his advances. Jane Doe's lawyers released an audio clip where Shannon said that he was going to choke the shit out of her. This audio sounded like a recorded phone call. Shannon's lawyers said that Shannon tried to offer her $10 million to settle the case before the lawsuit was filed, but she declined. Jane Doe's suit also refers to a separate lawsuit that Shannon is facing in New York with a woman named Michelle Evans, who claims that Shannon was in a relationship with her for over a decade, but assault shakered her during an argument in 2010. Damn. Shannon made a public statement on Instagram claiming that Tony Busby is orchestrating all of this to take down a Black man and draw on racial stereotypes. This is where it gets weird and people are asking to be taken out of the group chat. Shannon's lawyers released explicit text messages from Jane Doe to Shannon to set the record straight. In these texts, she seems to be saying that she wants baby gravy and his big Black baby in her. Then Tony Busby responded saying, yeah, but all of those texts were sent before the date of the alleged rape incident. Right. I'll give my opinion in the next video, but please comment and tell me what you think, because what the hell? Here's everything you need to know about the Shannon Sharpe lawsuit.
Somebody said, mind you, Shannon Sharpe was already fully retired from the NFL 3 years before she was born. Woo. Somebody said she was 19 and he has 2 daughters, age 32 and 30. And another commenter said, I swear everything I learned about Shannon Sharpe is against my will. And one more commenter said, once you reach status, it's time to leave the Generation Zs alone. I know that's right. Shit, but one thing we need to tell the Generation Zs is stop messing around with these old ass men, giving them worms and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, he's just too old. So Jay Jones said he ain't raped her. LOL. How'd you get actually assaulted 3 times? She came back for more. No, not necessarily. Listen, they was in a relationship, right? And, of course, they was doing all this, crazy stuff and things like this. All right. So it doesn't matter, if you're in a relationship, if you say no to your man, husband, boyfriend, booty call, or whatever you want to call them, your side piece, your trick or whatever. When she says no, she does not want to do anything. I don't give a damn how many times you had X with her before. I don't care if you're having X with her now. When she says no, stop, that is what you're supposed to do. Because if you don't stop, then she can say you raped her. And as far as coming back 3 times, he probably was, start talking to her sweet, apologizing, buying her stuff, giving her money. Women do this all the time, the same way they do with physically abusive men who beat their ass over and over again. They go back to them. It's the same cycle. You know, these men will con these women. They will talk sweet. They will apologize, say they love them. And next thing you know, they be right back together. And then next thing you know, when everything starts getting rocky or whenever something else happens, just like in domestic violence cases. And then you said Tracy Ellis Ross sleeps with 18-year-old men. Says who? Do you have proof of that? Because this right here is proof. Okay, so let's look that up real quick. Let's see here. So let's see. So Tracy Ellis Ross is 52. She's currently single right now. Let's see who she dated. She was dating Boo Dine, Chris Webber, Nas, Henry Simmons, and DeRay Davis. Okay, let's see how old these people are. Close this out. So this dude Boo is, let's see. I don't know how old he is. Let me screenshot this right here because we got all her boyfriends' name. We're gonna look and see how old these people are, okay? So Boo, Thiam. Let's see how old he is. Boo. Okay, let's see. Boo. Let's see how old he is. Okay, y'all, we're gonna see how old he is. Because when y'all say stuff here, I want to see if it's true. Boo, Thiam, age. So he's 43 years old, okay? Boo, B-U, is 43 years old. Tracy Ellis Ross is 52. So 43, there's 9-year difference. That's not too bad at all right? That's not bad at all. They're in the same, around the same thing. So that's not no 18-year-old, okay? Let's see who else we got going on here. Let me see. Let me go to my gallery because I just screenshotted this. So her other boyfriend was Chris Webber. And I know he's not 18, but we're going to see how old he is. Chris Webber. So he's 52 years old, okay? He's 52. They are the same age, all right? So let's see what else we got here. We got Nas, and we know Nas is not no 18. Nas got to be in his 50s. 51 years old. He'll be 52 this year. Same age, basically same age. Let's see who else. Henry Simmons. Okay, let's see who that is. He's 54, okay? 54 years old. He's actually older than her. All right, let's see who else. And then we got DeRay Davis. I know he's older too. Let's see. I think. Let's see. He may be a little younger. I don't know for sure. I think that's that light-skinned dude, isn't it? Yeah, that is. And he's 43. He's 43 years old. So the thing is, 43 is not 18. All right. It's younger, but so what? She's 52, he's 43. That's a 9-year difference. We're talking about a 50-some-year-old man dating a 19-year-old, just like if it was a 50-some-year-old woman dating a 19-year-old. It's just definitely too long. Okay, it's too young. It's that age gap is just too much. He has daughters. He has daughters that are 30 and 35. Come on now. You don't date people that are younger than your kids. Okay, that's another thing. We don't date people that's younger than our kids. So let's see what else we got. Then we're going to move on from Mr. Sharpe because I think I covered the most important things about him. Let's see what else we got here. And we just learned about allegedly another lawsuit. So who is this right here? Michelle Evans. Let's see what they say here. Okay.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Oh, hanging in there.
You were thrown into a sex tape ordeal. I've spoken to sources that were close to Shannon Sharpe. I guess he was trying to dispel the gay rumors, and a lot of people feel that the Instagram live, it's not easy to go live on Instagram. Like, you got to go through some steps to go live on Instagram. That it was actually a ploy to dispel the gay rumors about him. Do you feel like that recording of him going live was real, or do you feel like he just used your name since he was with you for 10 plus years?
It's triggering. You got to remember, this was a very sensitive subject. The last time I saw him, he raped me.
What did you find attractive about him? Charming?
Oh, yeah. He was very charming. He was built like a Greek god.
Okay. Okay. Shit.
He was nice to me. He was both the hero and the perpetrator.
What was your sex life like?
He loved to have his booty played with.
Oh, man. I can't.
That part might not have been everyday sex, but other than that,
I know the
just.
So, like, you put fingers and tongue in his butt?
Yeah.
Oh,
there
my
were times where I
gosh,
wondered if maybe he was bi, but then I would tell myself, no, that doesn't mean he's gay just because he likes his booty being played with.
Do you think you kind of opened up his butt to new experiences?
No, I can't imagine because he already liked it.
Most of our life's understanding comes from our parents. How we love, what a family is, how to navigate relationships, money, you name it. All of our life, the opposite is also true.
They're right there. Let's stop there right there. Okay, that is a hot ass mess. Did she just say that he likes his behind mess with? Now, I was talking about this earlier to someone, and I was saying something similar because when the girl Gabby said that she would put her tongue in that area, I'm like, so that's what he likes? And for me, any guy that likes that type of stuff, it makes me wonder, if something else is going on, because why would you want a woman to play inside of your behind or lick that area and then she's gonna kiss you? Aren't you gonna get some shit stains in your damn teeth, and you're gonna get some shit in your mouth? And even if you don't get no shit in your mouth, you can't tell me that area don't smell like that. I mean, this is gross. Okay, I mean, for real. Damn, man, that is a hot ass juicy mess right there, you guys. Damn, I should have saved that for every Friday. I wasn't expecting that, y'all. That's a hot ass mess. Let's read some of these comments. Somebody said the last time she saw him, he did what? Let's see what somebody say. Somebody said he should have never messed with any of the women he did. The last time she saw him, he raped her. So she's probably going to be suing him next, right? That's going to be the next one. But why come these people don't speak out before? Now, she could have spoke out before because, like I said, I don't really follow him or anything. So she could have spoken out before and nobody probably believed her. So let's see what she's saying. Man, let's see what this lady's saying right here.
Shannon Sharpe is a creepy, nasty old man. There ain't no reason a man his age should ever in his life be dealing with no girl that young.
Tell me about it, girl.
You tried to tell him years ago that he needed to be dealing with women his age, and he didn't listen. So guess what? When you play around with kids,
right on,
you end up in childish situations, and that's where he in right now. And honestly, I ain't even gonna hold you. He's had several domestic issues against him in the past.
Really?
So him trying to take this to court would not really look good, because even though this girl is probably lying and trying to set him up, it's the fact that when you pull his old records and old cases from previous women he's dealt with, this ain't the first time that he's been accused of putting his hands on women. Right? So it really doesn't look good, even if this situation is not a real situation. He got other stuff in the past that was. So it don't look good, right? When it comes to the whole little race play thing, I wasn't surprised at all. Whenever I see dark-skinned men who look like Shannon Sharpe, where they have like very strong Afro features, most of them got so much self-hate in them. When they get with non-black women, they let those women run over them and do whatever they want. And those women know the position that they in. They know the power that they hold in the relationship dynamic. They know that those men are obsessed with their whiteness, obsessed with them not being black, and pedestalize them so much that they can really do what they want to do and get away with it. And they take full advantage of it. And that's the reason why this ain't the first time Shannon Sharpe have been in a situation like this with a non-black woman. Right? Like he's been in a lot of situations where at his age, he should know better than to have put himself in the position that he's in right now. And that's the reason why I really can't feel bad for him, because you're too old. You're too old and you done been through too much already to be making rookie mistakes like this. But these old men kill me. You still want to be a little player out here in the streets, messing around with all these young girls instead of settling down and just getting you one woman and having a wife. See, if you had a wife, you wouldn't have to be dealing with all of this. You wouldn't be having to be dealing with somebody who could possibly be trying to ruin your whole career. But you play stupid games and you win stupid prizes.
Tell him, sister.
Shannon Sharpe is a...
Tell him. Listen, somebody said that's what he gets for playing in the snow. Grown-ass men entertaining these young women. Y'all weird. And I know that's right. Somebody said, baby, you play with flour, you jeopardize your power. That was a good one right there. You play with flour, you jeopardize your power. Actually, if you play with the wrong type of flour, then you jeopardize your power. Okay? Because not all of these women, of that race are like that. And the thing is, listen, he got a kid. Let's keep it real. He got a little kid. And so you want to play with kids, you play kid games, and then you get what kids give you. You know what I'm saying? Point blank. Games. All right? That's crazy. But she spoke some real truth. All right? He's too damn old. I said that from the get-go. He's too damn old. I mean, for real. Damn. Like that TikTok video say, sit your old ass down. Sit your old ass down. And that's on everything. All right? Let's see what else they got here. One more. Let's see what else we got here. Now, we saw this one already, right? We saw this. Who is Princess Love? Let's see what this is going on right here. What this one is about.
Yo, Shannon Sharpe, bro. Like, I seen that. Like, I was looking at like everything that's going on. Maybe I'm tripping, but like she told you to do some bondage stuff. I remember when I did Love and Hip Hop and Princess had me in the bondage room. I had the ball in my mouth, pause. They had me tied up and she was whipping me and beating me and shit. And then, they wanted me to do that. I'm like, look, I don't do all that. It was choking. It was all kind of crazy shit going on in there. It was weird and it was painful and I hated it, right? It seemed like that's what y'all was doing. Then all of a sudden, when you get kinky with it, like, I'm going to choke you outside. I'm into it now. After she done ties you up, whipped you, put a butt plug in you or whatever what it was that got you going, which is to each his own. And I didn't mean the butt plug. That's not okay. Now she trying to use it again. Yo, Shannon Sharpe, bro. Like, I seen that.
Somebody said Ray J has no filter whatsoever. He definitely doesn't talk about a butt plug. She didn't say nothing about no butt plug. She said her tongue and some other stuff she was talking about, and that other lady who he was with all of them years said he like his, play with and things like that. Hey, oh boy, what's up? Shannon Sharpe, hun. That's what we talking about. Wait, but hold on. Let me see what this lady said. I'm so glad these women are speaking out because men do this all the time about women. So thank you, women. Thank you. Speak up.
I do not feel bad for Shannon Sharpe.
I don't either, girl.
Nail him to the wall.
It's funny to me.
Men like Shannon Sharpe go after women whose frontal lobe have yet to develop, and then when they prove to you that they are still children, it's how dare she try to manipulate me? How dare she try to get money from me? Why do you think she was fucking with your old ass? No, really. Why would a 19-year-old go after man in his 50s.
He sure did do it to himself, old boy. He definitely did.
She also knows is only here for a good time.
Right.
Y'all keep doing this. Y'all keep doing it. It keeps happening because y'all have spent y'all years mistreating women.
Yes.
And then because women have dealt with shit their entire life, you're like, that's baggage. No, that's called common sense, because a woman will no longer allow you to play with her. Once a woman gets to the point where she's like, wait a minute. That's when y'all want to be like, oh, she got baggage. She got baggage. She got boundaries. And y'all don't want women with boundaries, with self-respect. Y'all want little girls who is going to do whatever y'all want her to do for a little bit of change. You on that phone telling that girl that you're going to choke the shit out of her and that she going to like it. And now she trying to get over on you and you mad. She's in it for money. She's in it for the money. Where y'all problem is, y'all think y'all are bigger than the program. Y'all get so full of yourself that you genuinely think this child wants you for real. Men like that scare me. Because what does a 56-year-old and a 19-year-old have in common? Actually, she's 20 now and he's 56 now. So a 55-year-old and a 19-year-old have in common. What? What do you have to talk about? What life experiences do y'all have to discuss? None. And anytime, and I know men are gonna find their way in their comments like, it's legal. If you have to say it's legal as a way to defend your dating preferences, you're a predator. You're a predator. That's like us saying slavery was bad and y'all be like, well, it was legal. That doesn't make it okay. It used to be legal to beat your wife. It used to be legal to rape your wife. Does that make it okay? I mean, it's legal. Because y'all love to be, she legal, she legal, she legal, she legal. And then you know what I always find so funny? When men get to, when people ask them like, well, if you had a 19-year-old daughter and a man in his 50s wanted to date her, would you be okay with that? Well, I mean, if he was gonna take care of her, and if he was gonna, no, you would not. You would not be okay with that. You would think, man, he is dirty. But for somehow y'all can reason with yourselves and think that that's okay. And don't come in the comments talk about Drea, because I think that whole dirty too. I think age gap relationships, any way you shift them, is disgusting. I think in any relationship where there is a significant difference, whether it be finances or age, there is going to be a level of manipulation.
It sure is.
If someone has $0 and someone has millions of dollars, power difference. If someone has decades of life experience and someone barely has any, their frontal lobe, their critical thinking skills have yet to fully develop, there is going to be manipulation involved. And it's not appropriate.
That's right.
Y'all be wanting to date children, because if you just wanted to date someone a little bit younger than you, whatever. But if the age gap is bigger than the person's age, the age gap is bigger than the person's age, it's not appropriate. No matter which way y'all try to shake it. Oh, well, he could teach her something. She could get a mentor. Get a mentor. Get a mentor. Get a mentor. Not some dirty old man that wants to do whatever they was doing.
That's right.
And then also, let's tap into the big black baby. I do not feel bad for Shannon Sharpe. Actually,
let me tap into that big black. Hold on. Let me tap into that big black baby thing. The thing about that, see, he you know, honestly, hold on. He's making me mad just for sitting there letting her say that. Okay, it's very to me, it's racist. Okay, I want you to put a big black baby inside of me. Okay, why would you even want to be with anybody of a different race who says that? You mean to tell me you letting your lower head do all the thinking for you, that you just ignore racist terms, put a big black baby in me, and she said some other things? It's plainly ridiculous. All right. And like she said, everything she just said, I already said it. How in the heck can a 50-some-year-old man, I don't care if he was 51, how can a 51-year-old, 52, 53, 54, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40 something, 40 years old, have anything in common with some kid that's only 19? Check this out, you guys. My son in there is 17 today. Okay, his birthday is today. Happy birthday, boy. I know you sleep, you don't hear me. He's 17. This girl was only 2 years older than him. Can you imagine a 52-year-old woman trying to talk to my son? Okay, and when my other son was young, he was like 21. A lady around my age was trying to hit on him, and he told her, "No, lady, you're about the same age as my mom." No, I don't roll like that. Okay, so we as parents too, we have to teach our kids too. Don't be giving in to these old ass people trying to talk to you. I don't care if they do show you money or whatever the case is. Don't, because they're too old. They're too old. And he should be ashamed of himself. Even that little joke he did with Bree, I think, I can't remember her name, Bree or whatever, or Bree Sky. That was so inappropriate, because this girl is super young as well. How would he like if men were doing the same thing, you know, when his daughters were younger? Or a 50-some-year-old man trying to talk to his daughter. So it's just plainly ridiculous. I told y'all about the story about my daughter one day. They were outside standing at Starbucks or something. Some old white dude pulled up. I mean, I call him old because he's around, you know, he's too old to be talking to her. And she said he looks like he's around in his 50s. And he asked my daughter, he was trying to talk to my daughter. He asked her, said something about her school across the street. And she was like, I'm out of school. He was like, really? She said, yeah. He asked her how old she was. And I think she was 18 at the time. And he was like, okay. He left. He wanted to talk to those little underage girls in that high school. Okay. And then another time my daughter, we was out in Pasadena and I'm in the store. My daughter goes across the street. This old ass white dude come walking with her. Ask her, did she want to go to that little club right there and have a drink? My daughter told him, I'm 16 years old. And he kept on walking. So these old ass men need their asses kicked. And as parents, for real, we got to definitely teach our kids. I don't give a damn how much money they offer you. Okay? You don't need to talk to no old ass man. Somebody who can be your dad or your uncle or whatever the case is. He's too damn old. If a girl wants an older dude and she's 19, older for her is 25, okay? Not somebody that can be their grandfather. Somebody who is about to probably already using Viagra, probably can't even go 2 rounds good, or probably 3. That's why he was breathing like he was breathing in that damn audio that we heard. Okay, that's why he was breathing like that. Why would any young girl, hell, I don't even want to be doing anything be with somebody who's breathing like that. It sounds like you're out of breath and shit. It sounds like you're about to have a heart attack. It sounds like we need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Because damn, what is going on here? I mean, he goes, what 90-year-old wants to hear this? So that's why I believe, that's another reason why I believe that people should date within their age, not too far from their age group. If you want younger, if you're 50-some years old and you want younger, you can date someone that's 40. That is younger for you. Hell, if you want to go younger, I'm 38, but certainly not 19, 18, 21, 22. And then in this comment section, somebody said something about didn't Jada Pinkett Smith date August? August was not a damn teenager. Okay, he wasn't 19 or 20 either. Let's see how old he was. First of all, we shouldn't even be talking about them two, because the thing about it is that Jada was still married. All right, so that's a whole nother ball game right there. Even though they claim that Will Smith okayed her, I don't know about that, but she still was married. Okay, she still is married. So let's see. How old was? Let's see. Let's see. They was having entanglements. Let's see how old he was. He was 27 years old, okay? He was 27 years old, and so he was not 19, okay? He was not 18. Those teens were not there. Granted, if they were fooling around, she shouldn't have been fooling around with him because she's married. You know what I'm saying? Plainly crazy. And Jada Pinkett Smith was, let's see. Okay, let's see. How old was Jada? Let's see how old she was. I'm going to check this out, y'all. Okay, so he was, how old I just say he was 27. And she was 45. So you don't ever, this person in this comment section, don't ever make that stupid ass comment again, okay? Because he was 27, she was 45. Okay, so 27, 37, 39, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 18 years age difference. That's it. It ain't 26. It is not 36 or anything like that, okay? This dude, Shannon, is 50. He was 55 when he met her, right? Because he'll be 57. She was 19. 19, 29, 39, 49, 59. 30-some years age difference. All right. So that is not a comparison. A lot of people, date people 15 years and things like that. All right. That's not too much of an age. It's not that bad. Okay. Me personally, it could be no more than 10 years, but that's still not bad. At least he was grown. Okay, but the thing about with her is the fact that she was still married. So we shouldn't even be talking about her. Okay, so I don't think it's hypocritical because 19 and 55 is totally different than somebody being 27, almost 30, and dating a 45-year-old woman. Okay, he knows very well, what he's doing and everything else. Let's see, you say happy solar return, young man. He didn't care. No, he didn't care. Oh boy, he did not care. He just wanted that stuff, and wanted to do all that freaky stuff. And he felt like as long as he paid her, she'll do this. And he could easily control her and manipulate her. Not saying that he was doing all that. I'm just saying what he could basically do if he chooses to. You could tell the way she was talking that she probably is easy to control and manipulate. He said something about choking her. She said, what if I don't want you to choke me? I don't want you to choke me. Who talks like that? So she's young and stuff, and just the way she sounds, you can tell she's very young in her mind and everything else. She should be talking to a dude. If she likes older, being 22 now, 19 going to or 21 or somewhere around that age, older for her would be, like I said, 27. Okay? That's some old ass, gray haired ass man. It's maybe gray down there. If it's not gray yet, it will be gray. Things are extending, just going, hanging and stuff farther than what they should be. There's a lot of different changes are going on in a man's body when they start getting in their 50s. Come on now. I don't understand it. But then again, it's that money. Okay. And they know that. And that's why they play these games with these women. And that's why the women play it back with them. So some idiot said you are mad because he's not going after you and women like you. Nobody wants him. Okay? Shit. Okay? On everything except them people he talked to. I don't know why y'all think.
So Shannon Sharpe's days at ESPN are.
I don't know why y'all think because somebody got money that every black woman wants them. All right? And that we all care if they get some white chick. I personally don't give a shit. I really don't. My type of guy would be somebody who looks like Morris Chestnut, okay, Blair Underwood, like that. Okay, so I wouldn't even give a damn who he date. We are talking about him because he is the one that made this possible, with his choices. All right, he made this possible. Okay, first of all, if you are going to date someone that's super, super young and you don't want nobody to know, certain things you just don't do so people can have proof. You know what I'm saying? So that's rule number one. All right. So he made this choice, not us. And since it's news, we will talk about it and give our, opinions. All right. Point blank. I'm sure this girl does not want this dude. Let's listen to this one.
Officially over. Because you can see Stephen A. He's kind of backtracking. He's kind of distancing himself away from him. You know what I'm saying? ESPN, they are still owned by Disney. They're not trying to have nobody that has nothing against them on their station. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to have that. It doesn't make sense for them. Now, again, he can still have podcasts. His podcast is already better than him being on First Take. First Take is just a nice check. So it's not like that's really not the big thing that's going to affect him. But again, I think it's over. You might as well just call it a day for that. I'm telling y'all, they're going to bring back Skip. They bring back Skip. If they get rid of Shannon, they bring in back Skip Bayless. Now, again, I don't know about his podcast deal. That might be in question too, man. Like, all this for a 20-year-old. Like, that's insane. He's losing hundreds of millions of dollars potentially over this young woman who recorded everything he said. Like, come on, bro. Like, and you can't feel bad for him. It's just like, geez, all this over her, man.
I know.
So Shannon Sharpe's days at ESPN are officially over. Because you can see Stephen A. He's kind of backtracking.
I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. I just really, truly don't. And I said it earlier that I didn't. When you choose to do crazy shit, you cannot expect for people to feel sorry for you. He made his choice. He know what he wanted. I don't give a damn if this girl would have been black. 19 is too damn young. All right? And if you're going to play these little games, you need to know how to play them for real. You don't let people record you and shit, and you recording them and saying stupid shit to get back out into the public, and then you get yourself caught yourself by making sure that, you was heard having, an entanglement, sounding like an old ass man about to have a damn heart attack with all that breathing. What the hell is that? It definitely reminded me of somebody else live when they left their recording on, and it sounded like he was having an entanglement with his wife or ex-wife, and all I heard was the same thing. What the hell is that? Are you with a man, or are you with a damn animal or something? I don't know. It's a hot ass mess, okay? And who wants to be in an entanglement with somebody who breathes like that? Okay? Damn. That's a hot ass mess. That alone would make me be like, no. Okay. What the hell, y'all? I should play it right now if you don't believe me. As a matter of fact, I think I will. And I should have recorded the other one so I could have played it for you guys. But I'll do. If I would have recorded it, I would have played that if something would have popped off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just oh my gosh. Let's see if we can pull it up. Let's see if I can pull it out without putting the actual word in there. Is this it right here? No, this is the other one right there. Let's see. I'm trying to see. I just told y'all though, even if I can't find it, I just told y'all what he was doing. I'm pretty sure you already heard it. See, she taking pictures like this on OnlyFans, so he know what he was getting himself into. So this is the same one we already heard already. Then let me see if I can find the other one. I played it the other day though. I really did. So I can't put the word up in here. But if you didn't hear, you can go and take that in. You can type it in yourself, and then you can hear it. Talking about some black baby. These people are crazy. Look at this. This is crazy, y'all. Look at this stuff right here. Hold on.
Players, the secondhand embarrassment that I'm getting from this one is ridiculous and a hot boo shitty mess. Y'all grab your tea and have a seat, honey, because Jane Doe has responded to Shannon Sharpe dropping her race play / spicy text with some audio. And no, it's not like the Michelle audio. Y'all grab your tea. Let's talk about it. So as previously reported, Tony Busby filed a $50 million lawsuit on behalf of a Jane Doe against Shannon Sharpe. Now, this person made some allegations that Shannon was taking advantage of them in the worst way, recording them, showing the recordings to other people, and just downright abusive over their couple of years relationship that began in 2023. So Shannon Sharpe responded to the allegations from Jane Doe, honey, by hiring his own attorney at law, and they decided to identify Jane Doe as a Gabriella Zaninga and also expose some spicy race play text that she sent Shannon Sharpe, allegedly. Baby, there was some stuff in there about my cheeks are $25K each, and can you come put that brown gravy in me? And also come put a black baby in me. I mean, stop right. This person was really.
I need to stop right here. What is brown gravy? Because I know it's not brown. Okay, so I mean, what is she talking about? I don't know.
Really want Shannon. Now, Shannon only exposed her part of the text, not his response to any of the text messages. Well, Tony Busby has responded to Shannon Sharpe's attorney at law releasing those spicy race play texts by releasing an audio that they allege is the Jane Doe and Shannon Sharpe. Now, the audio is 1 minute and 36 seconds long. However, there wasn't a lot of conversation going down, which would indicate to me that it may have been altered, but I'm gonna let y'all be the judge.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Do it what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, no, that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
This reminds me of somebody's live where they stay gone for a long time.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
I don't want to be
choked. You do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
So that was the audio, honey. Now, if you ask me, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep it a stack with you because that's what Double D does. If you add the context of the text messages from yesterday along with this audio, I would say that this is actual play. I mean, we all know or know somebody that like that kind of thing when they doing the oochie coochie la la la. If you don't know anybody that likes that kind of thing when they're doing the oochie coochie la la la, you do now. Me.
Oh,
That was too
wow.
much. All right, players. So Shannon is on deck. He's next in line. Let's see what he comes out with, or if they just go take this to the court of law. Either way, I have secondhand embarrassment. Y'all put your thoughts in the comments. Shannon need to leave them snow buddies alone. This is Double D Mo for the Black Here News.
He also need to leave young kids alone. Okay, let's keep it real. Borderline, you know what? All right. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna keep you guys updated on Shannon. All right, and his situation. I'm waiting to see what will happen to Club Shay Shay, if anything, and whatever else happens, and if anybody else file lawsuits, okay, or anything on him, and if anything will become more than an actual civil lawsuit. In my opinion, the 50 million may be stretching it, you know what I'm saying? But I if all of this is true, I definitely think that she deserves something if this is all true. We don't know, if it's 100% true the way she got it, but anything is possible, like I always say. It does sound like they were doing a lot of role playing and things like that, but the choking in public, I don't know why he even said that. More importantly, is a text message where she stated, he went on and did the anal stuff, even though she said no. That's where the problem is going to be at right there. Okay. Not so much the choking in public, because we don't know if he was playing or if he was talking about role playing and that's the way they talk to each other or whatever the case is. Of course, you can tell parts were edited out and things like that just to show his side and what he was saying and things like that. But he put himself in that position, like I said before, and it is what it is. I mean, like I said, the men who like to think with their lower half and don't think with their brain cells, if something like this happens to you, then you put yourself in this situation. All right. And that's on everything. And don't get up here on my live or whatever, watching my replay and start talking about what women do, because this is not about a woman. This is about Shannon Sharpe. All right. A man, point blank. All right. So now we're going to move on to Jordan Hill. Okay. Let's move on to him real quick. I'm going to take Beto down and put Jordan Hill up here. Okay, so I know some of y'all don't know who Jordan Hill is, but he was a 10-year-old young man, African American, a Black young man. Okay, let me just tell you a little bit more about him real quick. Hold on, I got to get the story, so y'all got to be patient. I think this is it right here. Hold on. So anyway, like I said, Jordan was hit while riding his ATV on, let's see what day this happened, on April the 6th, okay? So it happened around 11:30 a.m. and it ended 11:45 a.m. on April the 6th. So Jordan Hill, you guys, was on an ATV when it was hit by a truck. My computer is doing. Hopefully it don't go off. Investigators said the suspect, Cody Rollison, was arrested the day of the incident. He was charged with possession of marijuana in a motor vehicle and felony because he left the scene. Oh my God, he left the scene of the accident. And I think my phone just restarted. That was my phone actually doing. I guess it was restarting. Hold on, let me see what's going on with this damn phone. Hold on. Anyway, the dude left the scene of the accident once he hit him. Okay, I'm about to use my other phone because I don't know what happened here. I don't know what's going on with this phone. Hold on, y'all. This crazy ass phone. Hold on, hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. Trying to see what's going on with this damn phone right here. Let's see. Hold on. Let me do this. What's going on here? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let me go back to that story again. They got some Yellow Beezy updates too. I'll get that to you guys. Let me go back to that real quick. I don't know why my phone went out. It was making some weird ass noise. I thought that was the other computer. At first I thought it was like get ready to update. But I guess not. It's my other phone. It's not my brand new one, so it's cool. So like I was saying, Jordan was hit while he was riding his ATV, okay? And the guy who hit him, Cody Rollison, left the scene after he hit him, all right? So they did arrest that dude the same day of the incident. He was charged with possession of marijuana in a car and felony leaving the scene of an accident. So anyway, the guy that they arrested, Rollison, he made his initial appearance in court last week. He had a bond set at only $41,000. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up, I have a problem with that because this dude ran into this kid, a 10-year-old little boy, on the ATV. Not only did he run him over and unalived him, this piece of shit dude kept on going. All right? So why would his bond, be only $41,000? Why? His bond should have been $1 million. Just like when they made Carmelo Anthony's bond $1 million. Yeah, his bond should have been $1 million. Point blank. So anyway, at this time when this article came out, investigators were waiting on toxicology reports. And they said at that time that additional charges were pending. So let's see. This is the little boy right here. So let me get you some good pictures of him. Hold on. I do have one on my thumbnail, I think, of him. I got some. Let me get the other pictures of him. Let me see. Let's see. Let's go here. Let me see if this is it right. Let me see if I got some. So here he is right here, I believe. I noticed. Let me see if I got some more pictures of this little boy. I was looking at some more pictures of him earlier. Maybe they got it on his GoFundMe. Well, when I come to the picture, I'll let you see him. But anyway, like I said, I just feel like that his bond should have been higher. All right. They did end up charging him with, they said he was facing a felony charge in connection with the DEADLY ATV wreck that left the 10-year-old boy unalive. Let's see what else they got here. So they don't even go into explicit details, which is crazy. Let me see what else I can pull up on him. But I didn't even hear about this story, guys, until I was talking about Carmelo Anthony on TikTok. And somebody was saying that we need to go check this case out because it's not fair. They only put his bond at $41,000 and he unalived this boy. He ran into him. And then I was told that the guy is a known racist. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they said. Okay, let's see. Let's say what happened to Jordan Hill. You got to put 10-year-old because they think I'm talking about the other Jordan Hill. So he just didn't give a shit. He just hit this little boy and just kept on damn going. He didn't give a damn. Okay? He just kept on going. Said, forget this. And if he was racist, or if he's a racist, we know why he just didn't give a shit. The dude was driving in a pickup truck who hit him, okay? So let me go to TikTok and see if they have any more information on this, because the news just does not put things up like I think they should. And that's why it's up to us as content creators to talk about, not just, talk about, kids in general when they get unalive, but also I place emphasis on letting people know about stuff like this, because the media sometimes overlooks this. They may show it 1 or 2 times, but they don't really pay attention to some of these cases. Just like with Javion McGee and, a lot of other people that they don't really talk about a whole lot like they do some cases and stuff. So we as content creators, we need to get out there and talk about these cases, okay, versus talking about all this foolishness that some people like to talk about all the damn time. Our kids are getting unalive back and forth, and you guys are covering mess all day and night. Okay? So let's go over here and take this weird all down. And let's look up Jordan Hill. So let's go over here and do this. So, okay, let's see. So let's look at who the perpetrator is, okay?
No peace. Our street. Our street. Our street. Our street. Our street. Our street. He can't tell us nothing. He can't tell us nothing. Go arrest. You want somebody to say something? Go arrest the motherfucker who hit this little baby. Don't tell it. Can't nobody tell us nothing. Go ahead and tell us what he want to say to me. I won't say it to everybody. You got to say it. No justice. No peace. You got to say it. Everybody. Okay, go ahead. I worked this rec Sunday. Okay. I was the first one here on scene. I was the very first one that got here. Where's the mother and dad so they can hear this? Hold on. Mama and daddy. Come here. No, don't give him no photo out. Hugging her. I want y'all to hear what I got to say there. Just like I told y'all Sunday. I told y'all Sunday I got to y'all. Yes. I worked this race Sunday. Yes. I got chills on me from the top of my head, the bottom of my feet, up down my legs. They was made with it. Because I was the first one here and I saw them make it.
Damn.
And I saw that there was nothing that I could do. After 25 years of being a police and an EMT and a firefighter, it don't get no easier to see these babies laid right here in this road. What the hell happened? There's nothing that I could do under the sun to save this baby. The Lord had taken him home by the time I got here. Anything that I could have done to take care of that.
My check. Tell why you're here now. My check. Because you interrupted our service. You had all week long to come and talk to your family.
Go ahead. Say what you got to say. We ain't giving you no fucking photo op. Say what you got to say, man. Well, say what you got to say.
Why the person ain't
Hold on, wait.
jail?
Same thing I told these folks is there's nothing that I could do at the time.
Yeah, he should have been arrested, that dude.
For the child to sit pray for this family. And I have been.
You gotta arrest the person that did it.
What about the charges? Hold on, wait. Mic check. Go ahead.
That's what we're trying to get to. We understand you couldn't bring. We know he was DOA.
Yeah. But you the one who charged.
Why is he the officer? All right. So far, he's sorry for being powerful. Right. Now let's get to the real meat of stuff.
Okay. The investigation has led that we took the guy in custody Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't let him out no time. I ain't gonna have no charge there.
So he's not in jail?
No.
He's not in jail.
No. And they gave him the truck back.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm trying to get, y'all. That's the question I was asking. So what did you charge him with? I
wasn't arresting no.
Okay, that's what I thought you were saying.
But I was first one here.
So I
didn't leave this scene.
So did you see a vehicular homicide?
You might be a little narcissistic. Please tell me you ain't making this shit about you, dog. What is you trying to say, man? Say what you trying to say, because you disrespecting this family.
He's a flight risk.
Why it wasn't vehicular homicide?
Who's the one that's just charged him with leaving the scene?
Danny Moore signed the charge.
That's
the one who killed Tremaine White.
With this.
I took him and had his blood drawn, and when the results come back, if he has marijuana in his system, he will be charged with aggravated DUI at that time. I got to wait for crime level.
What about boy?
They don't wait when he black.
Why was he not charged with homicide? With murder?
Because he white. Because he white. Because he white. It is because he white. So I go out and hit one of these white kids. Hey, I'm under the
That city ain't probably racist. Yes, Mississippi.
Because he was a report. He's the officer that came to the scene. I didn't do the report. Daddy Mom did the report.
Okay,
so what are you offering? You came to let.
I want to go to another one, guys. You guys can go back and check that out. It's pretty long. Let's see what else they got here. Let's see. This was another one that they were talking about. Okay, that's his funeral that they had. Okay. Let's see what he said. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm going to tell you straight up that he was charged with a felony. All right. So let's let this dude tell you guys about that.
Okay, so as I stated in my last video, I would update this as I got more information. And I got more information. And yes, that information does confirm that this guy,
there you go, right there,
Robinson, was involved. And there's at least one more news station covering it. So, suspect charged in connection with deadly ATV wreck that left child dead. An Amite County man is facing felony charges in connection with the deadly ATV wreck that left a 10-year-old boy dead. Cody Rowlandson has been charged with possession of marijuana and felony leaving the scene of an accident. He was arrested the same day he allegedly hit and killed Jordan Hill while driving his pickup truck. Rowlandson has since received a $41,000 bond. Meanwhile, multiple local, state, and federal agencies are investigating the case. Authorities have said additional charges are pending and that they are awaiting the results of a toxicology report. So he wasn't charged and let go. He was released on bond. And the reason why they haven't filed murder or manslaughter charges is because they need the toxicology report back to file the proper charge. Because if he was under the influence of anything, that ups the charges. So they charge what was obvious at the time, which was the possession and the hit and run. So I will update this when I get more information on what's going on, when more charges are filed and announced, so that anybody following along gets that information as well. Now, if you want to donate to the GoFundMe, I found 2 GoFundMes for him, which are these. These top 2 here are the same, both by Tina Watts, and then there's one by Wanda Gordon. Now, the article that was posted, that same news article I've been referring to the whole time, posted about 6 hours ago, said they've raised a little over $1,100, which would indicate that it's the Wanda Gordon's one, because that one is sitting at about $1,400. However, the other news article I pointed out has a link to the Tina Watts one. And it's definitely very possible that, you know, the donations went up as the news came out.
I know that one donation with the little boy got the picture, the what's the name picture, headshot picture. That one still needs, it's $1,000 under its goal of only $8,000, I believe. Let's read some of these comments. Somebody said he did a hit and run. So sad. That should have been enough to charge him with murder. And I'm trying to figure out why he wasn't charged, because I guarantee you, if that would have been somebody else doing this, if it would have been vice versa, you know, if it would have been, you know, somebody else, you know, they would have definitely charged the dude with murder already, or manslaughter, or something like that, you know. And there's no way $41,000 bond. Okay, $41,000. Somebody said, regardless of what was in the system, it was obvious he unalived the child. It makes no sense that he wasn't held on earlier charges on day one. What's obvious is those charges could have been upgraded, right? And again, it looks like some other things is playing into this, because why was his bond so low? Why wasn't he charged with unaliving this kid? Okay, it's crazy. In updated information, I still don't see the charges. I just see the charge for weed in for leaving that scene of the accident. That's it. What about murder? Or what you call that, vehicular manslaughter or homicide or something like that? Shh. And this happened on, like I said, April the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. And we definitely need justice for him, because it just does not make any sense. And I want to hear exactly what he did. I'm trying to see if I can find it. And like I said, they did have his funeral. Let me see, his funeral was, I guess it was recently. All right. If I'm not mistaken, I think on the 20th or something like that. See, the dude is Cody, is only charged with a felony of leaving the scene of an accident in possession of weed. He should have more charges, you know. And I know toxology reports probably take a while to come back. I don't know how long. It just depends. But still, I just, knowing that he cost this boy's life by hitting him, I just feel like other charges should be, there already. Now let's see what she said.
So I brought you the story about 10-year-old Jordan Hill out of Liberty, Mississippi, I believe last week. And I have an update. It's late, and it's late because I really was mad about it. I'm still mad about it, but I'm trying to get out of my feelings about it, okay? So I'm late. Charge my heart, not my head. They did charge Cody Rollinson with charges that are not actually effective for what we would like for them to charge. They done charged him with felony, fleeing of a scene, and then possession of the Mary Jane. None of those are being for the actual cause of someone losing their life. So I'm still in my feelings, okay? I'm still in my feelings. Now, they did say that the medical examiner may be able to assist with bringing those charges, down the line. But at this current time, that is all he was charged with. And he is out on a bond of $41,000.
Right.
I'm over people.
41,000.
So they did go ahead and say that the FBI is investigating other accidents that he may have been involved in, because I did tell you guys from previously, he has stuff that he did here in Texas. So he may have other stuff in Mississippi, and who knows in between what all he's done. So he does have a history of issues in a vehicle that he should not be in because of these suspended licenses and everything. But they did go ahead and lay Jordan Hill to rest this weekend. They had a beautiful service for him. His favorite color was blue, so they did ask everybody to wear something blue, and they all did, and it was very beautiful. It is very unfortunate to be saying goodbye and burying a 10-year-old.
I know.
So of course that was very emotional, but all his friends did come out, all of the family members, people from the community that knew him and this family, they did go out and support to say their final goodbyes to him. So he has been laid to rest as of this weekend. We are just really waiting for them to be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, we see a pattern. This was not acceptable behavior. This was intentional. All the witnesses that saw this incident take place, we're going to go ahead and upgrade these charges, Mississippi. So that is where we are with that. And then a family representative for the family of Jordan Hill did say that he was on the side of the road. For you people asking inappropriate questions, why is he in the middle of the street? He was on the side of the road.
That's
and
sad.
He was not out there by himself.
Damn.
Stop it. Stop it. Yeah. So they did go ahead and clarify that for people who have pea-size equipment in this thing right here. Pea-size equipment in this thing right here. Yeah. So they wanted to clarify that for those people. Keep the family in your prayers because they are every single day hoping that these charges are upgraded to appropriately account for the behavior that did take place. So I brought you the story about 10-year-old Jordan Hill.
And honestly, guys, it's a hot ass mess because again, they were so quick to do a bond for $1 million for Carmelo Anthony. Okay, in what we think is self-defense. The kid was, messing with him or whatever else. No one was messing with this Cody dude. Jordan was on the side of the road on his ATV, and this high-ass dude, maybe possibly other things was in the system, ran him straight over and then left. Okay? So why would they only give him a $41,000 bond? Okay? He shouldn't even be out of jail. It's just not right. And then you guys say, you can't look at, racism for everything, but when it's right there in your face, what can you do? You give him a bond for $41,000, but yet Carmelo got $1 million. Okay. You guys don't see something weird about that? And Jermaine said Cody is a threat to the community. And you're right, there should be no bond, not one bond. All right, not one. All right, I'm being nice tonight, you guys, but he should not have any bond. And say if he did, it should have been set at $1 million, just like they do with everybody else that they feel like they need to set it up to. It just does not even make any damn sense. All right, let me see what this dude's name again is. Cody, right? Because she said that Cody has Cody Rawlinson. Let's see. And then we're going to get out of here. The other story I will cover tomorrow because it's kind of late. Let's see here. Is this him right here? Is this the same dude right here? Let's see. I don't know if this is him or not. Let's see.
Well, I'm calm in most of my videos. Like the majority of my videos, I'm calm, even when I'm talking about something I'm passionate about.
Who is this?
I might get a little attitude or sarcasm or
this is what this dude talking about.
Humorous tone or whatever that I'm going along with. But for the most part, I'm pretty calm and straightforward when I'm talking in my videos anyway. But I understand. I get it. It doesn't sound like I'm genuine. I get it. As far as your other points, not trying to antagonize anybody, honestly. I just wanted to point out the fact that literally every video I've seen, honestly, about this situation has just been referenced to Carmelo Anthony, and nobody's talking about it. Why? Because it's reversed, and it's not the case. It's not why we're not talking about it. I mean, it could be why some people aren't talking about it. I get it. But it's a completely different situation.
Right.
It's a different state. It's a different situation. It's honestly, in my opinion, it's a worse situation, and it should be talked about more. 100%. This wasn't two
kids fighting.
Kids hyped up on testosterone and hormones in a high school. This was some asshat Yahoo redneck who most likely was high, and or drunk, and hit a little boy who was just trying to have some fun. It's terrible. It's a terrible situation. It's a worse situation, and this should be all over the place. And I want to make sure it's clear that on all the videos where I'm just pointing things out, I don't believe he should be out on bail. I think they should have held him.
Right.
100%. until they filed the charges.
Right.
Because they could get him for vehicular manslaughter and then up the charges from there. There was no reason to release him.
Right.
At all. That's my opinion 100%. Do I believe 100% that he did it on purpose?
I don't believe he did it on purpose. No,
I don't know the entire situation. I can't say. It could be an accident. He could have did it on purpose. I hope to God he didn't do it on purpose. So anyway, back to the points of what you're talking about. I just wanted to make that clear. Because you say I'm coming across calm, and it probably sounds like I'm uncaring, and I'm not uncaring. One of those videos, when somebody asked me about Charles and why it wasn't in the media.
Let's see what he said there.
One of my answer to that was because when it was happening, it was the election. It was a 2020 election, and everybody was all just wanting to know what was happening because we were counting votes and it was taking place. I didn't see any comments about that until you mentioned it. I just had to start going through.
Let's go back and see who else talking about. And he only returned back to pick up his damn mirror? What? Wait, hold on. Let me just see what they say. He came back to pick up his mirror, you guys. Let's see this real quick. No. Let me do this real quick. So let's read the caption. What does it say? So he came back to just pick up his mirror, and then he kept on going. Just left the little boy. That's why I say his ass should be still in jail. He should not even have a bond. If he did have one, it should have been set up to 1 million plus. Damn. The more I find out stuff, I'm changing my mind about even the bond period. He shouldn't even have a bond, just like this dude said, just like Jermaine said. He shouldn't even be out of jail, period. Damn, but then they say he's a redneck. Shit, that's crazy, man. So let's see. They said, does he have a previous DWI? Well, they did say he did. And I'm going to be keeping you guys updated too. Let me just show y'all this real here. They got his lip. This is the same picture. I guess it's at his maybe at his funeral, or you know how they did the memorial thing and all that. And they definitely need to have justice for this little boy, okay? This is sad. And they definitely need to charge this guy with homicide, vehicular homicide. No, is it manslaughter? They definitely need to do that. It's just not cool. And it's sad. It's always sad when you have to bury a child, you know? I want to see what she's saying real quick. Let me see what she said about this. Hold on.
Rollinson from Mississippi. He's currently out on $41,000 bond.
That ain't shit, y'all.
While allegedly driving with a suspended
said
license.
He did it on purpose.
And marijuana in the car. He ended up hitting an ATV that killed a 10-year-old.
I think he probably didn't give a shit. I don't know if he actually did it on purpose or not. But I bet you he didn't give a shit. That's why he left.
10-year-old Jordan Hill.
That's for sure. He didn't give a shit.
He was killed the first week of April by Cody Wayne Rollinson. According to news reports, what I found, he was arrested that same day. However, he was released, and all he's been charged with is possession of marijuana and felony leaving the scene of an accident. Other news reports say that they're waiting for a toxicology report and more investigation
how long does
in order to figure out if they want to add on more charges. According to other information I have found, Cody Wayne Rollinson didn't stop. He left no skid marks.
Nothing.
So that's been bringing up allegations that he didn't even try to stop, right? That he just full-blown ran into this 10-year-old child.
This right here.
He never checked.
Listen, it says, okay, he did not stop. He left no skid marks, so that means he wasn't trying to stop. He never even checked on that little boy because once he saw that he was black, he probably didn't give a shit. Let's keep it real. He only came back to get his damn light, to grab a light from his truck. And he was driving on a suspended license and he was smoking weed. What they demand is that they want him arrested and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. They want transparency from law enforcement, accountability from local officials, and justice that meets the weight of this child's stolen life. If the system won't protect our kids, the people will. All right, point blank. If the system won't protect our children, the people will. Hashtag justice for Jordan Hill. Hashtag fight back.
And on a child, he actually left, so it was a hit and run. And then he came back, and the only reason why he came back that I've seen in several like news stories as well is that he went to grab the light from his truck, not even to check on the child, not to check if that baby was alive or anything, or to call 911. He came back to get the light of his truck back. There are also other allegations that this isn't the first time that he's gotten in trouble for driving while under the influence, that he's had other records as well. And on Instagram, I've been following some of the news stories, and they've been highlighting how this is his home, Confederate flags, and everything else. And I believe the family is alleging that they feel like it was racially motivated. Again, this is him, Cody Wayne Rollinson, and this occurred in Amite County in Mississippi. And this is the sheriff, I'm assuming, who's investigating or not investigating this case. This is Cody Wayne Rollinson from Mississippi. He's currently out on 41.
Okay. So, like I said, guys, it's always, devastating and you're very, very sad when a kid gets unalive. I don't understand how he could have just ran this boy over, hit this boy, ran this boy over, and left the scene. He didn't even try to brake on the brakes. He just kept on going. And I don't know if he did this on purpose or not, but he sure in hell did not care. He did not care. That's why he kept on going. And I don't understand why he is out of jail. And why was his bond only $41,000? And the reason why people are talking about Carmelo Anthony is because they made his bond, $1 million. Okay? $1 million. When someone else started that whole situation. But yet this dude was smoking weed, could have possibly been drinking, driving on a suspended license. He ran into this little boy, unalived him, and kept on going. Came back to get his mirror or something, but just didn't even pay attention to this kid and just got in his truck and left. Why in the hell does he have? Why does he have a $41,000 bond? Why? And why haven't they filed vehicular manslaughter on this dude? And these are the things that we need to be talking about as content creators. I'm stressing out again, versus talking about the same shit over and over again while our kids are being unalived every single damn day, all day. You guys better get your priorities together, because any day this could be your child, your nephew, niece, friend, anybody. It's not good. It's not cool. You said doesn't matter if he was drinking. It definitely doesn't. And these MFers think Carmelo is more of a threat to society than this redneck, right? And that's what I just said. That's just plain ridiculous. Remember, I didn't know his bail or bond was only $41,000 at the time. But I was just looking at the fact of what he did. You know what I'm saying? Hit and run. You should be arrested and you should be in jail still. And if you are giving a bond, it should be high as hell. His bond should have been about $1 million, you guys. Okay? And that's on everything. It does not make any sense. Let's see what else. And then no charges yet or anything. Not a damn charge. He got a charge, but it does not relate to him unaliving this kid. 10 years old. This little boy had the world, ahead of him. And it was taken away from this weird ass man. Let's see one more thing. We're going to see what else they got real quick. Then we're going to get out of here. And Casey and Allison case trial, I'll talk about that tomorrow because it's getting super late. Let's see. What else they got? So I think that will be up for right now. That would be it, for right now. Let's be able to see all of this. How long is this video right here? I would like to see what he's saying. Let's see what Roland is talking about real quick. I think this Roland
was arrested after allegedly fatally running over a child, a 10-year-old black child. Put it up for a mask. This is Mississippi. A man is facing a felony charge in connection with a deadly ATV wreck. Yeah, an ATV wreck that left a 10-year-old Jordan Hill dead. Cody Rillison has been charged with possession of marijuana and felony leaving the scene of an accident. He was arrested the same day he allegedly hit and killed Jordan Hill while he was driving his pickup truck. The individual has since received a $41,000 bond. That was very surprising, a $41,000 bond. The wreck occurred April 6th. Hill, 10, was on an ATV when witnesses say he was hit by Rollison's truck. WLBT3 News spoke with the Hill family spokesperson, Marquel Bridges, who told them, quote, Jordan was simply riding his ATV on the side of the road, not in the road, not causing harm, just being a child. A racist white man took it upon himself to take Jordan's life. This was not a misunderstanding. This was not an accident. This was a hate crime. Now, I also want to mention, we have not independently verified the context of that statement, but that statement was said on the local news by someone who said, this is what happened. Writing, quote, nothing less than vehicular homicide. Manslaughter or murder will suffice. A racist white man killed 10-year-old Jordan Hill while he was riding his ATV on the side of the road, not in traffic, not causing harm. Being a child, he was a baby, a child. And yet this killer walked out of jail on $4,000 bail after taking his life. Why hasn't anyone contacted Jordan's family? Why hasn't this man been charged correctly? Where is the justice? He left the scene, hit and run, hate crime, call it what it is. He came back for his mirror. He didn't have the human decency to stay with this baby while he took his last breath. Called 911, nothing. He tried to cover up his crimes, had marijuana in his truck, driving on suspended license. Leaving the scene is not enough. Possession of marijuana is not enough. Say his name, demand accountability. Now, he's saying $4,000 bail because the bond set at $41,000. If you pay through a bonding company, you usually pay between 10% to 15% of that bond. And was arrested after a...
So, like I said, guys, it's a damn shame, okay? And you can clearly see what this is all about, okay? Because why else would they just only give him a $41,000 bond so he easily get out? And leaving that child there, going back to get your mirror, and you still don't go over there and check on that little boy, it shows that he did not give a shit, okay? And I can believe it could be, some type of racist type stuff going on there. It could be, because even if it's not, he still didn't give a shit. Okay, he still did not give a shit and looked at that little boy as nothing, because he didn't even go try to call anybody when he first hit him. Does not even make any sense. And I'm thinking that he probably was drinking as well, because weed, well, I don't know if weed, I mean, I guess it depends on what type he smoked and things like that, but still, it's just plain ridiculous, the whole situation. So again, I'm going to keep you guys updated on this case. Justice for Jordan Hill. And if you guys want to donate to his GoFundMe, you can just type in Justin Hill GoFundMe in Google, and it should pull that right up. All right, let me go ahead and stop sharing this. And like I said, we will cover the other story tomorrow, because it's already 2:25, and of course Shay's too got to get ready for bed and stuff, and we've been on here for 2 hours and 16 minutes. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches us in the replay, over here in the chat. Thank you, Jermaine, for being here always and helping me out. The dude got a child himself, and he left that. How old is his child? Like I said, when we talk about this tomorrow, I'm going to look up some information on Cody, because I was trying to find some while I was on this live, but I couldn't find it. So I'll look for some more information on Cody Rollinson to see, what's going on with him. We always need to, investigate the other person so we can see what he's all about. Okay, and if he's actually a racist. I think if he's not a racist, he was just so effed up, he didn't give a shit. Okay, but race could play a role in it. All right. So thank you, Jermaine, for being here, showing support like always, and helping me get the information. Thank you, old boy, for coming by and checking me out for a few. And y'all, make sure y'all check out old boy out as well. And thank you to Jay Jones, whoever this is. All right, Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, okay. And Low Keys, thank you so much for stopping by, showing support. And again, everybody that wishes, everybody who watches this replay, y'all don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, and don't forget, if you want to show additional support for the channel, you can do a super sticker, super chat, copy yourself a membership for $4.99, or you can do a cash out to $Shades to you. All right. So other than that, y'all have a blessed night, a blessed Friday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for fuckery Friday, you guys. Take care, huns. Peace out and good night.